Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Welcome to this vlog. I am super excited that you're here. If you're new here, my name is Kayla. I like to do a lot of lifestyle and book content here on this channel, share what I'm reading. If you're interested in any of that, hit that subscribe button down below. I have a very exciting reading vlog for multiple reasons. First, I'm at my parents' house on Cape Cod right now. They moved to Cape Cod at the beginning of this year full time. And I haven't hung out here in a while, just like literally just hung out and did nothing. So I figured in my last week of unemployment that this would be the perfect opportunity to come hang out, have a few days to relax, spend some time here, all that good stuff. What is very ideal about this situation is a snowstorm is coming to Massachusetts tonight. I don't know if it started yet. Snow is supposed to start around 11. I don't think we're gonna actually end up getting a ton of snow. I think Cape Cod is predicted to get like 3 inches, but some other parts of the state are getting like 8 to 12, and we just never really know. So it's perfect reading weather. I don't know how long I'm going to be here. Like I said, today's Monday. I got here this evening. I think I'm going to stay here Tuesday and Wednesday and then go home on Thursday in the morning if I can. But I figured I would take you guys along for a little reading vlog of what I get done reading in this last week being unemployed. I start my new job on Monday and I'm very, very excited. If you've been following me, I've been unemployed for about a month and a half and I'm very excited to get back to work. But let's talk about today's TBR. Like I said, tomorrow's a snow day. Both my parents are working from home, so I expect that they won't actually be like hanging out with me. So this is kind of like my goal for the next couple of days. I brought my knitting. I want to watch The Palest Blue Eye on Netflix, which is that murder mystery thriller inspired by Edgar Allan Poe. That's a goal. I brought 2 books, which we're going to talk about, and I brought my laptop to do some writing and work on my own manuscript since we're officially at 50 pages. It's 10 p.m. I have way too much energy. It might be a stay up late reading kind of day. I only brought 2 books. I have a ton here still. I'm storing a bunch of books until I move in June. If this isn't the vibe, or if I finish a book, I have plenty of options, so I'm not worried. But first book we're gonna read it tonight and finish is Murder on the Orient Express by Agatha Christie. I went to New York this weekend. I took the Amtrak train and I read like 90% of this on the way home yesterday. And then on my train ride to the Cape today, I read another good chunk and now I have like 40 pages left. So we need to finish this. It just felt so right to read on trains and I'm really, really liking it so far. This is Agatha Christie's, one of her most famous classic mystery books. It was made into a movie recently, and I'm really liking it. It's my first Agatha Christie, so if you've read any, let me know what you're liking. Next book I'm going to read is for another series I'm starting here on my channel, which is book reviews based on Disney movies and like book recommendations based on your favorite Disney characters. And we have The Poison Heart by Kayla Barron. This is supposed to be like a Snow White retelling, I think. We're gonna see. But it's basically about this girl who has a magical power where she can grow plants really quickly. Like they can be like little seeds and she makes them grow. And her aunt passes away, leaves her an estate, and she goes to finally like try and learn how to control. And the one other thing that I might want to read but I'm not confident in, it is mostly to get me in the mood for spring, and that is the second Bridgerton book, The Viscount Who Loved Me. I feel like that could be another good vibe, but so far these 2 are what our focus is. So it's 10:12. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna finish Agatha Christie. So I was very wrong. It is in fact a Secret Garden retelling. I don't know where I got that messed up. It's also apparently a series. Okay, reading time. Let's finish this. If you haven't read Murder on the Orient Express, I don't know how to say his name, but I think it's Hercule Poirot. I think that's how you say it. He's a like mystery solver detective. He is on a train in a snowstorm, which also makes it a really great fit for right now. But he's on a train traveling in a snowstorm that gets caught. It can't keep going. And when everybody wakes up in the morning, one of the passengers on the train is dead. He's been murdered. He's been stabbed like 13 times. Something wild. But because it's been a locked train car, another one of the passengers is the murderer. So this detective, who thankfully is on the train, has to solve that murder and figure out which of these passengers committed the crime. It's very fast paced. I love that it gives me some evidence, like evidence type documents, which is so much fun. I've been trying to solve the mystery alongside with him. Normally when I read mysteries, and I've talked about this before, I'm just along for the ride because I'm not smart enough. But the way that this guy goes about solving the mystery has made me feel like I can also be part of the fun. I don't think I'm right, considering I'm like just about to find out who it is and they've been hinting at it. So I think I'm not right, but I'm still having fun. But 40 pages left. Let's rock and let's roll. Finish the book. Like with every mystery that I read, I did not in fact solve the mystery. This one, never could have seen the ending coming. It's really not the last like 15 pages that everything comes together. And this one was wild. There's one very specific piece that upset me in the end, and I don't want to spoil it, so I think I'm going to put it in the description box or in a comment, because you can read it if you want to know what I'm thinking. But there's something about like our detective's character is so like completely contradicted at the end. Like I get why he did it, but I'm just like, oh, it's so not true to who he is as a detective. But anyway, I gave this 4 stars on Goodreads. It's honestly probably a 4.5. I really liked the storytelling and the method that they go through this book. It's like a 3-act structure of like, the first part is what happened, the second part is pulling together all the evidence, like interviewing everybody, and the last part is puzzling it all out and solving the mystery. So that was very easy to follow and very fun. It was a quick read. I always thought that Agatha Christie would be really complicated to read, and her writing style is like a bit different. The voice is kind of that like older literature feel, so it takes a little bit of like time to adjust to, but overall I feel like I understood everything that happened. This was really fun to read on trains. I just wish we traveled on trains like they did back then. I think that'd be so fun to be in like a sleeper car. Anyway, 9th book of the year done, which means I'm still 2 ahead of schedule, and I've read 20% of my 2023 reading goal. It's almost 11, so I think I am going to start this because it's the book that I have right now. This one is a bit longer. It's like 360 pages, but like font is big, and I think it'll be interesting. It will go quickly, so we're gonna start it and see how we feel. Like I said, I'm probably gonna be here for another 2 days, so tomorrow and Wednesday. I think I'll have plenty of time to read other things if this isn't hitting for me, but we're gonna start it and give it a shot. My lips are so dry today, it's killing me. I'm gonna dive into this. This cover I think is just beautiful. It's like a little bit gilded, it's glossy. This is also like the perfect weight book. It's a good one. I'm 30 pages into this. Like I just read the first 2 chapters. So far I'm really liking it. It is about Bree, who lives in Brooklyn, and her moms own a flower shop, and she can make plants grow really fast or grow them from their seeds like instantly or make them grow huge, all this stuff. But also she's, as I'm just learning, not affected by poisons, like poisonous plants. So I'm still pretty in the exposition. Nothing crazy has happened, but I'm liking it so far. So we're still getting to know Bree and her powers and her lifestyle and her family and all that stuff. But it's like 11:30, so I'm gonna go to bed, but I'm gonna read some more of this in the morning. I'm excited to see where it goes, to see when she gets to this house and what happens and the conflict and all that good stuff. I'm gonna go to bed and I'll see you in the morning for more reading time. Pages into this Poison Heart. I like how Kaylin is revealing things to us. We're learning things about Bree as she's learning things about herself. For example, like it slowly comes to life that she's adopted, which Bree knew, but we didn't. I've gotten to the point where she's inherited this estate from her birth mother's sister. They've traveled there and she's learning more about her powers to control plants. I'm really liking it so far. I'm not quite sure what the conflict is just yet. Pardon my mother making a smoothie. But I also like that Kaylin is bringing up like really relevant social topics right now, and kind of like incorporating them really seamlessly into her story. For example, this new place, they're talking about defunding the police and what that actually means and how those resources are being reallocated to better serve their community, and how they're integrating like social workers to de-escalate situations with the police. Like I think it's done really effectively. Personally, I don't love when things are just kind of like dropped in like that don't make sense in the context of the story, but it's working really well here. I'm taking a reading break. I think I'm gonna write for a little bit. I just got dressed and we're just gonna hang out for a bit, but I will check in with you guys with my next reading update. I just spent some time designing some fun bookmarks and hanging out with my mom and calling my sister. We're going to therapy now. We'll see how it goes. And then I'm gonna probably go read some more. That's my thinking right now. But overall, not a bad snow day. I'm barely moving. Okay, I'm another 50 pages in and I'm really trying to finish this by today, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Still like 200 left, but we're gonna make it dent. We're gonna try. We've learned that there is an apothecary in this house that Bree has inherited. And she's finding a garden where all these herbs are stored and grown. She's exploring town. She's met a very nice boy named Carter. Unclear if it'll be a romance or what. One problem I am having with this book is I found like 5 typos, and that distracts me quite a bit. I do feel like the smartest person ever when I find them, but I found 5 and I'm just like, how did these all get slipped in editing? But anyway, liking it so far, having fun. We're gonna go get dinner and I think I'm gonna convince them to watch The Palest Blue Eye today. We'll see. I also wrote my March TBR because I'm gonna try and film that and my February wrap up tonight when we go to bed. So that's the plan. Good morning, dear friends. It is Wednesday morning? Question mark? It's Wednesday morning. It's like 10:20, 10:15, and I am out and about. I have made this plan for myself that I'm very excited about. There is a yarn shop in my parents' town that I've been trying to go to forever, but every time I've been down the Cape, the yarn shop is closed. So I'm here today. It's opened. I just saw somebody go in. There's actually a lot of cars in the parking lot for a Wednesday morning for a yarn shop. So I'm gonna go in and just see what they have. I don't have any like projects in mind, but I love going to like little yarn shops and getting like handmade, hand-dyed yarn. I save them for like special projects, basically. And there is a coffee shop nearby that has really, really good lattes that I am excited to go to. And I'm gonna try and write there because I've been wanting to write, but I haven't been like in the zone for writing. So we're kind of driving around today, having a little bit of a day ourselves this morning. I know my mom and I are gonna go shopping this afternoon. There's a shop she wants to go to. I also might drive by the beach after. The beach here is one of my favorite places in the whole wide world. So I do wanna just like, and I'm never here alone. I'm never on the beach alone. So I wanted to take some lone beach time to go just like sit and be calm and be peaceful and things like that. So that's the game plan. I am actively avoiding going to the bookstore because I cannot bring any more books home. I've bought too many in February. It's now March. We're turning over a new leaf. No more books, but I really want to go and I'm not going to, and I am avoiding that today. I just think it's really funny that the town my parents moved to on the Cape has a yarn shop and a bookshop and a cafe where I can go write, and they also have a pottery shop that, like this yarn shop, has been elusive and is never open when I'm here. So we're not gonna go there today, but I need it to be open. But I'm gonna go pop in, see what I can see. We got some yarn. I brought the average age in there down by 30 years, which is not uncommon in a yarn shop, but they were very perplexed at a young person being in there, and I don't think that, like, they definitely didn't think I knew what I was doing. I got some yarn that I'm excited about. I could have gone overboard because this place had a good selection. They had nice yarns, like small batch dyed yarn. I don't have a project in mind, but I do know I want to make something for myself, and I just love this like foresty green color I got, and it looks really, really beautiful. So I got 3 of these. Now it's time for coffee and writing time, and I'm just excited. So let's go have a good day. This is reminding me, I only did it once on my channel, but I did this so many times before I met Grant and we started dating. I used to take myself on dates all the time, and I still like kind of do that, but this feels like the first time I've really like dedicatedly taken myself on a date in a while. Like, I got dressed, I did my makeup, I look cute. Okay, my friends, it is now 12:30. I was here for probably like an hour and a half or so. I got a lavender honey latte that was very yummy, and then I did get a chai to go, and I've only seen them here and they're really yummy, but they have these like herbal sparkling waters, this Aura Bora brand. I got the berry basil and I've gotten the lavender cucumber one before, and they're fire. So I got that to bring home. But I think I'm gonna go to the beach. I'm on Cape Cod. It's like maybe 10 minutes away. I just haven't been to the beach in a really long time, and I do love it. And like I said earlier, I never get to go by myself, so I think it would be good to go do like a little quick walk on the beach, not like not a whole stroll. I'm not gonna sit, just go down and see the beach. It's cold today, so I probably won't make it that long, to be honest. But I had a great writing session. I'm in a really pivotal point in my book, and like this is a big reveal and a big moment, and I want to do it right, but I was getting caught up in the doing it right instead of just writing it. So I wrote it and I worked through some things, and I kind of like did some brainstorming that I needed to get done or just like thinking through pieces of it that I needed to do. So I did that, and I almost met my writing session target. I got to like 850 words, and my writing session target every time is 1,000. So I'm gonna try and finish that when I get back from the beach, but I'm happy that I pushed through. It's not my favorite chapter I've ever written. It's not my best writing, but we're pushing through and we're keeping the story moving, which is good. So I'm gonna go treat myself, go to the beach, walk a little bit, hang out, and then we'll head back to my parents' house. Okay, it's been a little bit since my jaunt around town. I got back from the beach and hung out with my mom, which was fun. I did some more writing to get a little bit closer to my session target, my daily goal, I guess you could say, which I'm currently 10 words away from, so I'm about to take my laptop out and finish that. It's only like 10, but everybody's in bed and I'm still pretty awake, so I'll probably stay up writing for a little bit longer today. And I really haven't gotten any reading done today. I plan to do a lot more reading tomorrow, like reading on my train ride, and I have no plans tomorrow other than to film some videos, edit, and read. So that should be good. I have pretty much nothing going on Friday either, so that's gonna be another reading day. I got a call for a teaching interview. I applied for one teaching position while I was laid off. Not really as a last resort, as there are parts I liked about teaching, and if it could work out and be in a different district that would maybe support me better, I would consider going back to teaching. But I really did not think in a million years that I would hear back from this job. I don't know why I thought that, because teacher shortage. And I just accepted a job, so I'm like, don't really know why I'm considering it, but I think I'm gonna go through with the screening. And Grant and I have been looking at apartments. We took a pause while I was laid off because we didn't know what was gonna happen. It was a little bit stressful, but we've been looking for apartments all this year, and we've mostly been looking at apartment complexes, but there's so many and they're so overwhelming. But we did find like a house, like an in-law, that's like a separate unit, 1,000 square feet, that's in the lower end of our range, has parking, and all the utilities are included. The problem was it's available now. So I reached out to the landlord and I said, you know, we're really interested in the property. We want to move May 1st. Could we hold the apartment? What do we need to do to hold the apartment, kind of thing? And like, can we see it? And he told us what we need to do to hold it, which might be a little bit tough, but isn't that different from what we would need to reserve an apartment in the complex. We're gonna look at it this weekend. We're waiting to hear back from the guy when we can go see it, but I'm trying not to get my hopes up, but it looks like a really promising place to live, and I think we'd be really happy there. It's not far from Grant's work at all, and it's not a terrible commute for me either. We can both park our cars, we'd have our own space, we'd have a big space. Okay, it is much later. It is the next day. It's Thursday. Oh my gosh. You can play with that luggage tag. Okay. It's Thursday morning. I just got home. My mom and I left the Cape around 8 this morning, and I got on like a 9:45 train, got back no problem, and then I just talked to my sister for a little bit because we hadn't chatted in a couple days. So we did that. I am going to, I think, go grocery shopping because it's like kind of gross and yucky out, and I need to go grocery shopping, and I have a couple videos that I need to film like today at some point, and I want to get them all filmed so I can edit them today and tomorrow. And once I'm done filming, I'm gonna like shower, get comfy, and then be able to chill out, read for the rest of the night. I did not read on the train like I thought today. There was actually like a weird issue on my train. Somebody was being odd. Police came on my train, so I was a little bit more like, I don't want to be headphones and reading right now. I want to be like aware of my surroundings. Gotta love it. I'm gonna try and get all the stuff that like I have to do done that requires me to like be dressed and out of the house. I have some friends coming over this weekend, and Grant and I are going to have a slumber party tomorrow because there's a big snowstorm coming. And we want to get snowed in together. So I'm gonna go get stuff for me to make chili for tomorrow night and for my friends to come over. We're also gonna make some bread today, which I'm really excited about. I haven't made fresh bread in a very long time and I miss it so much. So we're gonna make bread, and then I just need to get like some lunch stuff, like just groceries to have to sustain myself. So I have my list of videos that I need to film and like get done, but I'm gonna make my grocery list. We stopped at that Snowy Owl Cafe again this morning on the way out of town, and I got a maple latte, which was much better than my honey lavender, and I got a coffee cake that was so good. And then I brought 3 of these home. These are just too delicious. I think what I'm gonna do, actually, I had this one today, and the 2 I have, I think I'm gonna use to make like a vodka seltzer spritz. After I get everything that I need to done today, I'm gonna read, and I have some vinyl. I have my little Cricut. You can't see it, but my Cricut's right there. I have some bookmark blanks. I designed some bookmarks yesterday and Tuesday, and I'm just going to Cricut some bookmarks, I think, and just be creative and crafty and have that creative outlet, and I'm very excited. Maple's a chaos monster today, so I also want to get out of the house and only have to leave her one more time so she stops freaking out. Okay, I got home, I did my grocery shopping, I got everything that I needed, put it all away. And do you ever have just one of those days where you're like, this thing has been in the back of my mind, it needs to be cleaned so badly? That was my bathroom. I live with 2 other people, and cleaning, we have different standards of cleaning. I'll say that much. So cleaning has really just fallen to the wayside. I know a lot of us have been busy and traveling, and so I decided to get that done and out of the way while no one is here. Just focus, get a good scrub in. I did decide that I kind of reworked my timeline for today. I was gonna go grocery shop, and I was gonna get my filming done, and then shower and do my relaxing things. I think it makes more sense to go ahead and make my bread starter and let it rise, and then I can shower and like do my hair, get all that stuff done, then film at the end of the day, because I think it's 1:30 right now. It shouldn't take me that long to pull together this bread. My videos that I'm filming today will be quick, so I don't need like 6 hours of dedicated filming. And even if I can't get all 4 done today, if I can get some of them done, that's better than nothing. I'm using the Half-Baked Harvest Easiest Bread recipe. I can't find it on the Half-Baked Harvest site. I know I have it in a cookbook somewhere, I forget. But I did find it on the Williams-Sonoma blog, so I'll link it down below if you guys want to make this bread recipe, because it's super easy. Okay. And it's like super simple ingredients. All you need is flour, all-purpose flour, you need instant yeast, a can of beer, and salt and olive oil. 3-pack of instant yeast. I don't even think I will need all of this, but this was like literally $1 for all kosher salt. Olive oil. You can use literally any beer that you want, whether or not you like to drink it. I always like to use a beer I like to drink, so I made it with like the Wicked Hazy, I've made it with Allagash White, I've made it with Blue Moon. Today I'm gonna use a Rise American Pale Ale from Whalers Brewing. So yummy. Tempting. succulent. All right, this is my dough. I am going to go ahead and leave it covered. It's to do with plastic wrap, but as we saw, there is not any plastic wrap to be found in this house. So I'm just gonna use a light cloth. After 2 hours, I'll probably put it in the oven to bake because I have to heat up the Dutch oven and everything that it's going to be in, and then bake it itself. So, vlog, it's been a minute. I have filmed 3 videos. Bread is in the oven baking. It has some time left. I talked to Grantford. I drank some water. It's 5:15. I think I'm gonna go make my dinner and then spend tonight editing. At least get like 1 up or something. 1 edited and done. This is also, I have an interview tomorrow. What am I doing? Somebody, if you know what I'm doing, let me know, because I sorely do not. Anyway, I also got a package I want to open with you. I got it on Amazon. We're gonna look it up, see what it is. Actually, I know what it is. You're gonna see what it is. I have friends coming over on Saturday. We're just gonna hang out, play games, chill, drink wine, eat food. And I actually have a friend, well, I used to work with her at a bookstore. I wouldn't say we're friends, but an acquaintance that works for Hasbro. And she designs games and writes games, but she came out with this new game for Dungeons and Dragons called Bedlam and Neverwinter. It's like an escape room 3 puzzle 3-phase game. So I got this. Check it out. I got it on Amazon. It was like $30, but it's 3 games and each game is 90 minutes. So like, I'm excited. I'm gonna go get my bread. I'm sorry this reading vlog is actually not a lot of reading. I'm working on it though. We're gonna get there. The brain just cannot focus until other things get done. Look at this bread. Look at that. Does that look so yummy? Guys, I'm so excited. A little bread. Hi friends, it's a couple days later. It's now Sunday and I have not done a lot of reading, and I apologize because I plan on doing a lot more reading. Grant and I had our little snow day evening on Friday into Saturday. We unfortunately had no snow, but we did hang out and spend a lot of good time together. We made dinner, we did some cricket crafts, we had some friends over once we realized it's not snowing, and today we signed and applied for an apartment that we are, fingers crossed, very excited about. But today is Sunday and I'm gonna finish up some work stuff. I go back to work tomorrow for the first time in over a month, so I need to do some stuff to like reset, get ready for the week. And what I'm going to do is then spend the rest of the night relaxing and reading. And we are going to finish this Poison Heart by Kayla Barron. I'm gonna try and finish this today because I would like to start my new commuting journey on a fresh note with a new book, something to read. So we'll see, but that's what's going on. I will kind of check in with you when I'm done working and setting everything up, and then we'll go ahead and we will get back to reading.